Hello guys, welcome back. In this video, let's learn one more important and bus service in AWS. This even we discussed in the previous video. Whoever watched my platform as service model, they already know the service a bit. So let us discuss this. Let us start with a most famous interview question in AWS. In AWS, is there any service which is used for easy and quick deployment of my applications? Is there any service? Yes, there is a service which can help us for easy and quick deployment of my applications. What is the service name? Elastic Bean Stalk. What is the service name? Elastic Bean Stalk. So what is the service name? Elastic Bean Stalk. What is this service, sir? This is a service where we can able to what we can able to do we can able to which is this service is used to easy and easy and quick deployment easy and quick deployment of my applications easy and quick deployment of my applications. So this Elastic Beanstalk is a service in AWS where this Elastic Beanstalk is used. Why it is used? It is used to quick and easy deployment of my applications. Okay. So if someone asks you in interview that is there any service which provides you easy and quick deployment of your applications, then what is your answer? You should answer like Elastic Beanstalk. What is your answer? Elastic Beanstalk is your answer. Okay. Do you remember that we even explained the service as an example of platform as a service model? Platform as a service model. In service models, we explained this Elastic Beanstalk as a example in platform as a service in service models. Yes. I think who watched the previous service models video can able to recall this. Okay. In platform as a service, what are the responsibilities? What are the responsibilities? Let's take this platform as a service. What is that? Platform as a service. So in this platform as a service, so now what are the responsibilities in this platform as a service? What are the responsibilities we need to take care? We need to take care. What are the things we are responsible for? In platform as a service, what are the things we are responsible for? What is our responsibility in platform as a service? What is our responsibility? We are responsible for only application and its data, right? We're responsible for only application and its data. What is this platform as service? It is a service model, right? Yeah. What is this application and data? This is our responsibility. So what is this? This is our responsibility, right? Yeah. Okay. So if we use Elastic Beanstalk, we need to focus on our application and data only, not on any other infrastructure like servers and the servers creation and their maintenance. servers creation and their maintenance that we are not needed to responsible for. Then who is responsible, sir? The provider. Who is the provider? The service provider. What is the service? Elastic Beanstalk. Who is the service provider? AWS. AWS is responsible for creating and maintaining these servers. So what is this Elastic Beanstalk will do, sir? This Elastic Beanstalk will simply take our applications and deploy it and launch our applications and give you the URLs. So this is what the thing this Elastic Beanstalk do. So let's write that as well. So what does this Elastic Beanstalk will do? So what does this Elastic Beanstalk will do? This Elastic Beanstalk will this Elastic Beanstalk will take your application. So we're gonna provide the application, then it gonna deploy our application, and launch, even it launch our application, deploy and launch our application, and it just provides us the URL. So this is what Elastic Beanstalk is. So what is the back end? What is the back end of this Elastic Beanstalk, sir? To host servers, to host the servers, what are the things which is maintained by this Elastic Beanstalk, sir? EC2 service only. Finally, what is this Elastic Beanstalk will do for us? This Elastic Beanstalk will take your application and deploy it and launch your application and provide the URL for you. So do you need to deploy EC2 instances for yourself here? No, we don't need to deploy our EC2 instances for ourselves. Do you need to manage your EC2 instances here? No, I don't need to manage here. Then who manages your EC2 instance? Elastic Beanstalk itself, that is ABS itself, will manage it. So do you have control on those providing services? Yeah, we just have control on those providing services. In general, platform as service model, do we have control over our servers? No, right? We are not having control over our servers. But in this Elastic Beanstalk, this Elastic Beanstalk also provides the full control over our servers. What are our servers? That is nothing but EC2 instances, right? For those, we are having control. So those EC2 instances which are launched by the Elastic Beanstalk, we have the control. Even Elastic Beanstalk will take care of operating system. This Elastic Beanstalk will take care of operating system behalf of us. We are having the responsibility of, we are having the control over all the EC2 instance that it will provide. The hosting and everything will be taken care by us in this area of Elastic Beanstalk, whereas the creating and maintenance of those servers, backend servers, will be maintained by this AWS, that is Elastic Beanstalk service provider. So that's why, what do we call this? What do we call this? Is it serverless or server based? Since we are not maintaining the servers, this is serverless application for us. What is this? This Elastic Beanstalk is a serverless. This Elastic Beanstalk is a serverless application for us. Since AWS is providing us directly the servers, we're not needed to maintain the servers. This Elastic Beanstalk is serverless application for us. So now let's have a question. Let's say I have an application. What are the AWS services? What are the AWS services that we know till now that we go and deploy our application? Let's say I have an application, and what are the AWS services that I have till now I know those I gonna able to use, and I gonna able to deploy my application. Till now I know only till now I know only EC2 as well as Elastic Bean Stalk. What is that? Elastic Bean Stalk. Sir, can I call this in short as EBS? No, you do not call this Elastic Beanstalk. Strictly, you do not call this Elastic Beanstalk as EBS, because there is another service that I'm gonna introduce you in storage section. Now we are working with compute services. This EC2 is a compute service, and this Elastic Beanstalk is also a compute service. In future videos, we're gonna learn about Lightsail, that is another compute service. Since now we are learning compute services, this EC2 is one of the compute service, and Elastic, what we are learning, that is Elastic Bean Stock, is one of the compute service. And in future we're going to learn about Light Sail. It is also one of the compute service. And Lambda, that is a serverless compute service that we're going to learn. What is this compute, sir? Compute is nothing but processing of your data. Computing is nothing but processing, right? So processing services, whatever the processing services, those are comes under this. So now we currently learning about compute services. We have already learned basics about EC2 in the previous video. In this current video, we're learning Elastic Beanstalk, and in future videos, we're going to learn about Lightsail and Lambda as well. So let's continue with our discussion. So now I have an application and I want to deploy it in my cloud. What are services? Till now I know only currently EC2, that is a service which I gonna host my application, and Elastic Beanstalk. So now I have a question which I want to choose. Either we can go with EC2, or either can I go with Elastic Beanstalk to deploy my application. So to know which is better to me, so let me differentiate between this EC2 as well as this Elastic Beanstalk. So in EC2, in this EC2, what we're gonna do? We need to maintain everything. What are the thing that everything that is from, we need to configure and create, that is we need to configure our instances and creating our instances and maintaining our instances. Those all things will be taken care by whom? By us only. And we need to deploy our application and launch what are the applications that we have to get our application. So can we observe the same thing with Elastic Beanstalk? How the process will be? Yeah. Whereas in this Elastic Beanstalk, do we need to take care about instance creation and maintenance? No. Instance creation as well as its maintenance will be taken care by whom? Service provider. Who is the service provider? Elastic Beanstalk service provider, AWS. This AWS will be taken care by this creating of instances as well as maintaining of the instances. What is our task? We just need to give some configurations to this Elastic Beanstalk so that AWS will provide me the servers, that is nothing but EC2 servers only. It will provide me a platform. Where I can able to deploy my application. What are the application that I have? I can able to directly deploy my application and launch our application. So in EC2, we are the responsible for creating, configuring, and maintaining our instances. Whereas in EBS, AWS will take care of it. We're just responsible for simple configurations of what are the type of operating system that I need and what are the RAM, ROM, those things I need to configure, and that's it. This EBS will provide directly me the servers. There we're gonna launch and deploy and launch my application. So we got my application. So what are the configurations that we're gonna provide in this EBS? So can we have a brief introduction of the configurations that we're gonna provide in the CBS? Yeah. So let's go brief configurations. What are the configurations do Elastic Beanstalk or Beanstalk will provide, sir? It asks you to select a platform. It has multiple platforms. What is our task is we just need to select what are the platform that we require. So what are the platform that we require that we need to take care of, that we need to configure? So what are the available platforms, sir? Sir, can you provide me some examples? Yeah, it will have Tomcat, it will have .NET, it will have Docker. Since we code in Python, does it provide me the platform of Python? Yeah, it have Python platform as well. So it also have Go platform as well. In this way, based on need, we're gonna choose a platform and provide few configurations. Then you provide your application. What are the applications that you have that you need to provide, and you get the DNS for your website. Everything from application till DNS and database, everything will be available as a single platform in this Elastic Beanstalk service. Okay, if you want to take care of everything or want to do everything by yourself, then what is the best while deploying your application? EC2. What is the best? EC2. If you don't want to take the lot of risk of maintaining your application, that is, if you want to take less risk or you don't want everything to be maintained by yourself and you need to maintain only your application and application deployment, then what is the service we go for? Elastic Beanstalk. So this is the major difference between the EC2 and Elastic Beanstalk. Based on your need, you need to prefer what is best for your requirement. In this Elastic Beanstalk, everything is provided in a single platform. So I hope you understood basics about Elastic Beanstalk. Guys, this is just basic. This is just a trailer. You're gonna see the practical implementation in the future sessions, practical labs, where there I can provide you much more information in better way, in implementation. So I hope this video understanding to you. So thanks for watching. If you like the video, please like, share, subscribe, and the bell icon to get the latest updates. See you back in the next video. Until then, bye bye.